Hi, I'm Dr. Renee Tucker, equine veterinarian and author of the book, Where Does My Horse Hurt? With my background as an equine veterinarian for over 20 years and equine bodywork experience, I'm often asked for a few quick tips on specific horse issues. In this video, I'd like to share with you how I would work through and figure out a specific horse challenge. My hope is this will get you started in helping your horse. Hi, I'm Dr. Renee Tucker. So, I've been lurking on this Facebook group, Horses with Sacroiliac Problems, and there's almost 2,000 people in this group. And some people are posting encouraging words, and other people are just so frustrated, so disheartened because their horses are lame, they're dragging their leg, they can't put any weight on it. They've tried things, therapies, and it helps a little bit, but rehabbing for months and they're not getting anywhere, and it is just awful. So, this video is dedicated to those horse people who are still trying and haven't given up. So I have good news and bad news. The good news is sacroiliac joint problems are 99% completely, permanently fixable. What's the bad news? Well, the bad news is that you have to figure out why it's there. It's not sacroiliac chronic overuse. That's not the primary problem. There is something else causing the sacroiliac joint to be overused. And it's not just running around a whole bunch or working too hard. That's not it. There's something else making the SI joint be ineffective and working improperly that's just jamming it up and overwearing it and then causing it to be very painful. The key is to figure out what that is. Figuring out the primary cause is the key. How do you do that? First of all, you need to know what your horse's normal baseline sacroiliac movement is. Now, it is useful to know how does the horse move with and without a rider. But what I'm talking about is the standing sacroiliac movement that you can feel under your hand. And you figure that out by doing a sacroiliac body checkup. Now, before I try to explain all that, let me just show you what it is and what it looks like and how to do it. So take a look at this video.
This is the Sacroiliac Checkup. They call it that really long name because there's a sacrum here, the iliac bone's here, and the sacroiliac joint is right in the middle. This is a two-handed checkup. It's technically called the long lever checkup because we're going to feel the sacroiliac joint under here and we're going to pull down with this hand. So we're going to feel with this part of your hand, slide down to the sacroiliac. Then you place your other hand over the point of the hip, real gentle, not with pokey fingers, okay, just real gentle. Then I'm just pulling down. I'm trying to pull down, actually, but it's not pulling. You can see me moving the skin, but underneath my hand there's no movement for this bone. There should be real gentle movement. And I should also feel something moving under here, and I don't feel anything. So this sacroiliac is subluxated. It needs to be adjusted.
Okay, now you have an idea of what the sacroiliac body checkup looks like. Now, it may be confusing when you first go practice because most likely you're not going to feel much movement under your hand when you do that sacroiliac checkup. The problem comes in is that you may think, well, does he not have much movement or am I not doing it right? So a real easy way to kind of check yourself is to go ahead and try to find 10 different horses to do the checkup on. Preferably some that are like 3 years old and younger. Generally speaking, the younger horses have pretty good SI movement, unless they've been in an accident and then they're stuck too. But if you do 10 horses, then you have a nice range of different movements and you can feel for yourself what's your horse's current normal. Now, why do you want to know this? Well, once you have a baseline checkup movement for your horse, then you do a treatment, any treatment you want, doesn't matter. But when you do that treatment, wait a couple days and do the checkup again. If there is still no movement in your sacroiliac joint, then that treatment did not work for your horse. It's not that the treatment is bad, it's just that it's not working for your horse at this time. Sometimes with treatments, it seems like they do work at least initially. And that's because the treatment is taking out the pain and the inflammation that's in the sacroiliac joint, which that's great and that's needed. It's not bad. It's just that when it comes back again, the problem, that means you didn't get to the primary underlying cause. Okay, so are you with me so far? Sacroiliac joints can be fixed. We have to have the primary cause and fix that. In order to do that, we have to track down what's working. So we do our body checkups before and after a treatment. If after a treatment your checkup is much better and movable, perfect, you're on the right track. If after a treatment your body checkup is not moving any differently than it was before, then that is not the right answer for your horse. What do you do next? Now, what if you've already tried several treatment modalities and none of them are really doing it for your horse? Well, this is where the primary cause analysis comes in. Now, I really harp on this in TBT University. I probably drive the students crazy, but it's so important. It is so important to fix the primary cause and not just eliminate the pain and put a Band-Aid on what you think is the problem. So if you don't have a TBT practitioner near you, what can you do? Well, let's cut to the chase, because I can tell you that about 80% of the time, the sacroiliac primary cause is the pelvic symphysis. What the heck is that, you may wonder? Well, the pelvis, if you imagine the pelvis as a square box, okay, then the bottom middle of the pelvis is the pelvic symphysis. Got a right side and a left side. Okay, those two sides are actually flexible. They move around a little bit as the pelvis moves. Okay, now that pelvic symphysis can get misaligned. How can that happen? Anyway, horses can fall down, have other trauma, cast in the stall, trailer, float incidences, horses. Any kind of crashing, the pelvic symphysis is off. Now, we can think of the pelvic symphysis, because it is the bottom of the pelvis, as like the foundation of the house. If the foundation is not straight, it doesn't matter how much you fix the top, it's not going to stay fixed. It may not fix at all, but it's certainly not going to fix permanently. We've got to get the foundation fixed first. Pelvic symphysis has got to be aligned. Okay, so sacroiliac joints, primary cause, 80% of the time is pelvic symphysis misalignment. Now, if I knew of a modality or a treatment therapy that could fix pelvic symphysis every time, I would tell you. I've been an equine veterinarian for over 20 years. I'm certified in chiropractic, advanced chiropractic since 1998, a bunch of other modalities. And none of them are really good at this. And that's why I actually ended up creating TBT, Tucker BioKinetic, and that works beautifully. So if you don't have a TBT practitioner near you, you could become one. Just hop on over and sign up. I have got surprisingly a lot of students who come just to fix their own horse who has some unsolvable problem. And after just module 2, they can go home and fix their horse. So other than that, don't give up though, because there certainly may be modalities I'm unaware of that could fix it for you. Also, sometimes combinations of treatment therapies will work for your horse. I promise you this is fixable. Hang in there. 99% of the time is permanently fixable. So again, get the body checkup down, try some therapies, check it again. If the checkup is good, you're on the right track. If it doesn't change, cross that therapy off your list and try another one. But don't give up. You can't find the answer. Just hang in there. If you're interested in purchasing the book, Where Does My Horse Hurt?, we do have a special offer for our YouTube viewers. We will send you the book along with this laminated cheat sheet, which is perfect for taking out to the barn. That is only available through us. And in addition with this offer, there's 2 free downloads. One is the top 5 nutrition mistakes, and the other is 50 horse secrets your vet doesn't know. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in that offer, please click on the description below.